We've got a 2011 Silverado. It's got a fob and a key and some small toolbox keys, it looks like. The fob does work. Then we'll do a start up and a walk around. This is a one owner truck if I remember correctly. So yeah, starts right up. We're gonna pull it out. So all the windows work properly. It's got a service stability track light on, which typically that's something related to like an ABS sensor. We can actually check the codes and see. So this is a 2011. I think it's got right at 200,000 miles if I remember correctly. It's a 6.6 Duramax with 4-wheel drive. Do a walk around and I'll zoom in on damage and dents and dings. So the front is in pretty good shape. There's some wrinkling. Now this is a work truck. It's not necessarily super nice like a LTZ might be. This truck came from Oklahoma. It's a southern truck. No rust or anything like that. All the paint's in good shape. There's a little step pad missing right here. Here's have a gooseneck. Yep, gooseneck. It's got the 2.5-inch tow receiver as opposed to the standard 2-inch 7-pin connector. It's got bed liner. It's missing this bed cap right here. Normal scratches and dings along the bedside here. Got a little ding. It's got some remnants of some letters here. And this has the Allison transmission. All the tires appear to match. It's got the headache rack, the toolbox. Appears to be a very nice toolbox. Yeah. Is it the other side? Okay. This fuel transfer tank does work. We've actually used it to. When it came with some diesel, we used it to put some diesel in another truck. Oh, it must be locked. We've had it open now. It's got the headache rack. Okay, that got it. So. You can see the kind of owner that had it. There's a ton of plumbing related, just fittings and stuff like that in here. And the lock does work. I locked it, unlocked it with this key here. So on the inside, it's what you'd expect. Vinyl floors. Some tears in the seat there. On the Chevys, these actually go all the way back. This doesn't pull up. I think there's something obstructing the lifting mechanism. It's got the manual four-wheel drive shifting. I believe these would probably be for a light in the back. Okay, yeah, it's got a service light. And then the other switch would be for these pod lights. Only that pod light over there works. This one does not work. The AC is nice and cold. It has exhaust brake, and it's got traction control there. It's got your 7 to 4 pin adapter. Appears to be an extra light, and then the manual. And that's just nothing really. Give it a few revs real quick. Very healthy sounding. We're gonna do the 4 high here. So it kicks into 4 high, no problem. See, the front U joints are engaged. You can feel them binding up. It's perfect. Now we'll do 4 low. That's 4 low, kicks in. Doesn't appear to have been used very often. There's some buildup right there. Oil pressure is a good reading, especially for Duramax. It's where you want it to be at. It's about 55, 60 degrees today. And when it was a cold start, it was at like 60, which is perfect for what you want. Once it's fully warmed up, you typically see them around 25 to 30 PSI. No blow by at all. There is no excessive coolant system pressure. No active leaks or really any wetness that I see underneath it. Alright, we'll take it for a spin, get it through the gears. That'll be the video. Cruise control works, or it has power. I'll turn the heat on here. The heat is almost instantly hot. It's already warm. Okay, now it's hot, so heat works well, AC works well. There's a slight squeak noise I'm hearing from turning all the way to full lock, but it's not present at any point. It's only present like turning it all the way to full lock on both sides. Could just be something rubbing, I suppose. I'm not too sure, but it only does it on all the way to full lock. Overall, my impression is that this is a very tight truck that somebody took care of to rely on for their income. And looks like they probably traded it in once it hit like 200,000 miles. Let's see how many it has. Yeah, it's got 200,746, so almost exactly 200,000 miles. Typically a StabiliTrak light is on due to some one of the wheel speed sensors, ABS type sensors that get dusty or corroded. That's typically what we see. The power locks don't appear to cycle from the inside, but they worked. Maybe it's because it's running actually. The fob worked, so I'm sure that they work actually. We'll double check. It might be the interior switch. If they don't work, it would just be this little power switch right here. I'm gonna get on the highway up here, get it through all the gears. Cruise control set, it's working, doing what it's supposed to. I'm gonna test the exhaust brake here. exhaust brake engaging. I can hear it. So that works. We're gonna get it through the gears right here. From 1st through 5th, I think is what it is. Might actually be a 6-speed, I believe it is. It's an Allison. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's a 6-speed transmission. I got through all 6 gears, no problem. Shifted very smoothly. Now that we're going about 70, there's no wobble in the steering wheel. It doesn't appear to pull hard to one direction. This road's a little uneven, but if anything, a slight drift to the right. And then I'm going to do a hard braking right here so we can see the brake condition and the rotors. So I'm just going to stomp on the brake in a few seconds. Alright. I'm going to stomp on it right here. So that's the wheel. It's not vibrating, shaking, doing anything. Overall, I would say it's a ready to go truck. It seems like there's nothing that needs to be addressed. Very good acceleration. Turbo is doing very well. And that's the 2011 Silverado.